towards the end of October 2018. Here's some food for thought, wisdom and truth. You know, when you're doing life and making decisions, on one hand, people say, well, we have to bend a little bit or compromise or try to, get things accomplished. But on the other hand, if you compromise or bend too much, you're in sin, and that will never work. And then you don't stand for God's ways of righteousness and holiness and spirit and in truth. You get over there in the flesh and the world and Babylon and the devil's way. Now God can't help you much, if at all, depending on what you do, or even, God might even be against you. So that comes again back to the heart. It's a heart thing, and you need inner healing and deliverance, because your heart is deceitful and desperately wicked. Who can know it? If you're full of fear and unbelief, you'll compromise and whatever they say, bend the rules, or you get into the fear of man. Well, people say, let's just get along or meet people halfway. Well, you might just be getting into sin and compromise, and that's wrong, and you'll be in trouble. But on the other hand, if you're like too rigid, you might be an unrealistic kind of a Pharisee, whatever. And so it's important to understand this, and only the Holy Spirit can show you the right balance and the right when to do this or when to do that. And it depends differently for each person and each situation. But it's very important. If you compromise too much and all the time, you're in sin. You're losing blessings. You're wasting God's resources. You're not a good steward. And God himself might be against you because, you're so sloppy and compromising. You're in sin. And that's no good. On the other end of the out of balance, you can be out of balance that way. You can also be out of balance the other way, where you just unrealistically rigid. And look, I understand you have to have a standard of righteousness and godliness and truth and obeying the law and doing right. I understand that. But you got to know how to have some flexibility, but don't sin. And I'm not saying that's easy. To get things done, you got to have some flexibility and bend a little bit, but don't sin. And you need the Holy Spirit to show you how to do that. But even when he shows you, you got to have a transformed, healed, saved, healed, delivered, inner healing, deliverance, renewed soul, spirit, mind, heart. So you'll be sensitive enough to discern what the Holy Spirit's telling you to do, and then you'll have the courage to obey him and not give in to the fear of man and not give in to compromise and sin. It's very important to know that. So you got to seek God to have inner healing, deliverance, and get your soul and spirit healed, delivered of the fear of man and people pleasing and unbelief, fear, doubt, that kind of thing. The inside of the cup, inner man issues, things that are not seen. And then that makes your soul prosper. And when your soul prospers, you prosper and be in health. Only when your soul prospers, and your soul can only prosper as you get it healed and delivered and transformed. You get the lies out and you put the truth in, and you rebuild your soul, spirit, your character to be godly. And then you can discern what the Lord is saying in the still small voices and things, and then you'll have the courage to obey and stand for righteousness and do the right thing. This is good. This will help you. Look us up. Help us out. LovingLifeMinistriesINT.com, CalledBeyond.com, CalledBeyond.com. Send us an offer and help us keep teaching. Doing good work in India, Indonesia, other places. Now helping America. America's like a a wounded battleship sinking a bit. It's dangerous, but we working to help save America and restore America. Help us out. Send us an offering. God will bless you 30, 60, 100 fold. Don't be a cheapskate. You're getting good teaching. The right thing for you to do is send an offering, or tithe or offering, whatever. Help us out. Loving Life Ministries, INT for international, and calledbeyond.com.